So more on the budget. Joney Faragher's with us now. Wow, passionate or what? You gave it, I thought, with two barrels there, and you've got the Treasury Minister sitting next to you. But on a serious note, I mean, there was passionate because you're not happy with what's going on, obviously, clearly.
Well, that's right. I mean, it's the process, mainly. The content of the budget, as I spoke about, I feel is also maybe not moving in the right direction that we need it to, and doesn't really show that movement towards helping our vulnerable people. But it's the process as well that's really confused me over the last few months, whereby it's only the Treasury members who get input into how we allocate public funds. It doesn't seem very democratic to me or inclusive of all of the members who are elected, and that's what I was trying to get across really with my speech, that it doesn't feel to me like the process is reflective of what people want.
You've got to be able to read figures, and the Pink Book, I don't know, things seem to be hidden sometimes. I'm not sure if they're meant to be, but certainly not everything is as clear as it might be. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree. And that was another one of the points that I was trying to make. This document is particularly obscure and confusing. Having read previous budgets in which numbers are presented clearly, this is a very, very confusing presentation, and obviously being a very, very lengthy one at 183 pages, much longer than some of the other ones. A lot of the information seems to have been consolidated into divisions which don't have a name that's meaningful for what they actually do. So therefore the comparisons on previous years are just either difficult or impossible to make. That feels like information is becoming harder and harder to access, which is not the direction that we need to be going in.
So what direction do we need? I mean, obviously the idea of voting not in one lump sum for the budget will be up your way, will it be?
Well, I certainly think that within each department we should be able to see a clear and comparable breakdown of where we're spending our funds, particularly on things that are interesting to people. I mentioned in there student grants, free school meals. You know, we need to know what allocation of these is going out. Tynwald did accept the Poverty Committee's recommendation that free school meals provision should be expanded on a discretionary basis down to the head teachers. Well, how can we see that that's happening when we can't actually see the breakdown of what we're spending on free school meals, because it's been consolidated into one division with a name that doesn't actually relate to what it delivers? It's been a frustrating process.
I was going to say frustration is probably the best way of summing this up. A way forward, though, you want more clarity.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, more inclusivity of all members. I think we should be given more time so that we can receive the publics, our constituents. They're the people who we work for. That's what we're here for. They put us in here. That's what we need to do. That is our job. So we need to get our constituents' feedback on what is in the budget. You know, we need to have enough time to actually read through it properly and get some neutral guidance, because the only guidance that we were offered was Treasury guidance. That is not neutral guidance. Those are the people who wrote that document, and they obviously have an agenda when they are trying to guide us with it.
Okay, well, you finished your speech. Normally we hear you're going to vote for or against. You didn't actually answer that. So can I ask you, have you made your mind up, or will you listen to the whole thing?
No, that is exactly what I generally do. I don't go in there with an idea of whether I'm going to vote
so you could be swayed,
in favour of it or not. I could be swayed. I'm still listening to people. There've been some really good speeches so far, and I do find it very, very interesting listening to what all of the members have to say. As what Mr President just said, is that there's only one more speech to go, but maybe that will change and we'll see.